Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Moon Colony live stream. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. We're so close to the end now. I can almost feel it. But today we are back here again with the wonderful Leoni. How's it going, man?
Hello, how are you guys? I'm good.
Yeah, awesome. So today you will be carrying on with your amazing Hades Zelda crossover piece that we
Yes.
started at least 4 weeks ago now. I don't know exactly how many
Yeah.
weeks it is. I didn't count, but it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to seeing the progress. I mean, I'm surprised with how much you managed to get done in in 2 hours last time.
Yeah, I actually did a little bit more
Mm,
upstream. I think at the end of the stream we are in a point like this.
yeah.
So we focused mainly on the focal point, right? The head and the
Hmm.
torso, a little bit of the hand and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was uh, feeling like finishing this as soon as possible. So I worked a little bit more.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot, but actually is not much. I just added like a highlight in the hair, and I made the shadow shapes a little bit more intricate,
Yeah.
and added uh, like this color shift in the shadow, uh,
Yeah.
the transitions between light and shadow. Uh, a little bit of highlight in the skin, so, fixing on the color. So it's like it already looks way more like the Hades style.
Hmm.
If you don't know the type of style we're going for is something like this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we are in a good pace to finish this today because now that I have this part of the line
Hmm.
done, I can reference this to do the rest in terms of what is the line weight and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we already have some colors that we can pick from to do the rest.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think we should be able to do this fairly quickly, I would say.
Cool.
Yeah, and my goal here is to imagine that this is a like a real thing. We are designing a character or like actually doing a crossover between Zelda and Hades,
Hmm.
putting Urbosa inside the Hades game. So I'm trying my best to fit the style. Of course, like this is the first time I'm drawing something like this. Like I never tried drawing in this specific style.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a little challenging to balance like uh, mixing a style from Zelda, for example, like how the Gerudo woman are like her proportions on the
Yeah.
face and stuff with the proportions of Hades characters. But I think we are getting somewhere. It's looking nice so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this actually this lightning effect I also added off stream. We didn't have this. But this was my idea from the beginning because she controls electricity. Uh, she can summon lightning. It kind of makes sense with the Greek mythology thing.
Yeah.
She's like the goddess of lightning or whatever. So yeah, that's the progress we had so far.
Awesome. Well,
Okay.
uh, if anybody has any questions as we go along for us, it can be about pretty much anything that you like. It doesn't have to be about this piece specifically. We're always open to have a chat. Um, just drop them in there, drop them in the chat, and I'll read them out. Uh, but I will start off by saying some hellos and by kicking out the bot that has just joined us in here. How rude. Goodbye. Uh,
We don't like robots here.
we don't like robots in here. Um, so, hello, Rodro Art. Nice to see you. Hi, Christina. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Floya. Haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you. Um, Peter Comics, nice to see you too. They say more Urbosa, woohoo! Yeah, we like Urbosa.
Yes. We
Severain
need a
says it looks
Urbosa
really cool.
spin-off.
Yeah, we do. I would love a game focusing more on the Gerudo. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, actually, I played the uh, Dynasty Warrior game with the Tears of the with Breath of the Wild. What is this like?
Yeah,
Hyrule
Hyrule
Legends
Warriors.
or whatever
Yeah.
Warriors. Yeah, and I mainly played as Urbosa and zero Rivali for me. I don't like the bird guy.
Neither do I. I always thought the bird guy was a bit of an ass, so I didn't want him. I was like,
I don't want to play as him.
yeah. um, yeah, Severin says hi. It looks really cool. Yeah, it looks awesome. Um, hello, Wilson Illustra. I'm uh, I'm not even going to try and read that because I don't speak
uh,
Portuguese.
okay, well, let me see. Oh, Guinho Chuto is here. Hello, Guinho.
Yeah, hello, Guinho.
Tá bem legal, hein? É nóis. This is what Wilson said.
Oh, okay.
É nóis.
What does that mean?
What do you think about that, Jaden?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with it.
Okay,
C
good.
C.
It's good that you agree.
Yeah. Oh, I will get to Floya's comments, but we've just had a couple of subscribers. Thank you, Guino, for the tier 1 subscription. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And thank you, Camilla de la Guila? Camilla. Nice. Thanks.
Aguila,
Aguila.
probably. Aguila.
Ah, okay. Del Aguila. Aguila. Blah, 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 blah. I'm English. I don't know languages. But thank you so much anyway for the subscription. Much appreciated.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Plenty more streams to come, so a lot to look forward to. Floya says, Leoni, would you add a rim light to the edge or head? Hades' character seems to have it a lot.
Yeah, I some of them have. I think, especially in the first game, I think this is kind of a look they go for. But I selected some that don't have rim light as much. So
Yeah.
I will think about it. Like, I am suspicious of adding ring light because I do it all the time. But yeah, I will try to finish these lines and add local colors to everything, and then I'll see if we can have ring light or not. Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything looks better with ring light.
It really does. It really does. I've not seen any proof to the contrary, so I'll take it.
Yeah, every time I'm drawing something, I'm almost done with the rendering. I said, what if I add rim light? Let's add
try
just
it.
to see.
Yeah.
And
You keep
yeah,
it.
and I always keep it.
Yeah. Hello as well, Spiced Glucose. Raijin's Throne said, "What's up, everybody?" Oh, just vibing, getting towards the end of that week, battling the heat, but we're getting there. Severine's super obsessed with Hades. Oh yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I was actually talking to Floyer about it earlier today, saying that I've only spent like 10 hours in the first game, and then I got berated for getting to the final boss and not beating it, and then apparently that's not enough. Another question for you, Jaden. Are you ready for the Euromatch finals? I've heard England are going to play it, so
Oh yeah.
obviously you're one of the English. Yeah, well, as much as I absolutely love football with all of my heart, I probably won't watch it. I watched a football match on. I watched football versus whoever it was, England versus whoever it is, on Saturday, and that was the most boring football match I've ever seen in my life. So
I watched. I'm watching all games from Euro and
yeah,
also Copa America.
mm,
Uh, and yeah, England was not good until last match. I think they played well enough last
mm,
match, but they did not deserve to be in the finals with the football they are presenting so far. But
yeah,
to be honest, Holland was not very good also.
yeah. I mean, I don't really like football, but that match was painful. I was sat there watching it with some family and friends, and I was falling asleep. It was not fun. Uh, Thank you, Memoria Art, for the subscription as well. Oh man, we've had so many subs today. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
It's clear to see what people love. They love Gerudo women, and they love Hades, and they love Leoni's
Yeah,
artwork.
come on.
Um,
They love to see me struggle with line work.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Here I have to figure out the perspective a little bit because this is kind of like a dome thing, like this probably. Mm.
What is it? What is that part of Abosa's costume, or is that taken from a Hades one?
No, I'm the costume itself. It's all Urbosa. It's not. I'm not designing a new costume or anything. I'm just drawing the character in the Hades style, and that's it.
Ah, okay, okay, cool. Uh, I just have a few more things to get through. Says, oh, we got, yeah, I love that. We got our first brain rot in here. They said, hello guys, Skibbity Toilet Riz. You know what, Skibbity Toilet Riz, back to you too. Uh,
What?
you don't get it. You don't get it. You're too old, Leonie.
No.
You're too old.
Yeah. Yesterday, uh, we posted something in the Lunar Academy Instagram page.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something meme related that I was not aware of. They just said, "Hey, draw this." I said, "Okay," and apparently people liked it. It's doing numbers, so it's
Yeah.
good. I think. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Let me grab a link to it. That would be funny.
It was fun to draw, but I'm not sure why it is so amusing to people. But okay.
I think it's just because it's so random. You know, it's not something you see every day. A guy like crawling along the floor was like a wizard gnome thing. I don't even know. Um, FFS Angel says, "Hey guys, can we ask career-related stuff? I do have a question. I'd love some pro thoughts on it."
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, well, I say we will do our best to answer it, but realistically, it's probably going to end up being more Leone. But you know, I'm here for moral support.
Yeah. I'll try not to answer as a meme.
Yeah.
I'll try to really answer this time.
L for not beating beating the S out of the father in Hades 1. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got bored, so I stopped.
No. Okay, this is
Peter
here.
Comics is currently drawing comics, and this stream is ideal to play on the side. Hell yeah.
What?
Are you struggling? What's up?
My I'm just struggling with the line weight of this circle. Just stay in place, please. Okay, it's done.
Severin says it's okay. We all struggle with line work. We can be in pain together.
True. Yeah, true. Okay. Actually, there's more detail here. I have to erase this bit.
Rodro Art says, hello, sir. Huge fan of your work. Oh, there you go.
Hello. People love you, Jaden.
Me?
Your
Yeah.
work as a
Yeah,
community
my
manager.
work as a community manager really goes appreciated. Thank you so much.
You just have to accept it, Jaden. People love you.
Yeah. The thing is, if I accept it, then my head gets, my ego gets too inflated. So,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be careful.
Yeah, true.
Nemesis looking absolutely fantastic, but being so annoying in the game. Is Nemesis the one that's on the screen right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I just played the first game a little bit, not too much. So I'm not aware of the lore.
Yeah, I haven't played the second one yet. But yeah, Nemesis is the one that is on the screen currently. She is really cool. It's a great look.
Yeah, I'm using this mostly as reference because of the similarity with Urbosa in terms of physical build, and also like how the line weight on this is nice, and how is the placement of shadows. So
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best reference of the ones that I selected.
Yeah.
But I will be scrolling around sometimes. For example, how to do like this shine on the hair. I kind of made similar to this one, or like how complicated is the hair strands and stuff, things
Yeah.
like that, or how to do the eyes or nose and stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying my best to match the style.
Yeah. I think you're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. It's coming along.
Yeah. Floyer says, Leonie, can I request only meme answers to my questions?
Okay, I will have only memes from 2010, probably.
I'm trying to think of 2010 memes. It's like,
It will be like, I don't know, Forever Alone,
oh
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
troll face.
Was that like the era of like the piano cat as well?
Yeah, yeah, all the cat memes from that era, I know. Yeah, Keyboard Cat. And we
Yeah.
also have Neon Cat,
Oh yeah. Dude, that's what we need. We need a stream drawing 2010 memes. 9gag era, exactly. Um, Leonie sending demotivators as art advice.
Yeah, I'm good at doing that.
Yeah, we have our question from FFS Angel. So they've said, so I'm a fantasy artist from Brazil too, trying to
Okay,
reach clients such as Paizo, Magic the Gathering, and other related stuff. Some art directors
nice.
say that I'm very close to reaching the bar, and I was thinking about painting some pieces towards clients with an easier
Okay.
style such as Lorcana. Is this a good move, or am I wasting my time?
Uh, okay, I think for a company like Moon Colony, for example, we do outsourcing, right? And maybe we are hired to do something for Magic the Gathering. So I think as a recruiter, what I would do, I would go to ArtStation. First of all, try to find keywords to match to that style. So if I see someone that do that style, very good, very well done. Doesn't matter if it's official art or if it's like a fan art inspired by that, and it's really good. And I have like a solid portfolio with solid pieces. I'll get in touch with this person. It's not about just the experience you had with real clients or not. It's about what you promise to deliver.
Mm.
So it's like, I would say that it's a valid option if you are going for a specific style or specific client, to kind of pretend you're already there. So design a Magic the Gathering card or whatever
Mm.
you think suits your goals, and maybe someone from Wizards of the Coast can take a look at your portfolio and say, "Oh, this person could really do cool looking Magic the Gathering
Yeah.
cards." Or if it's Lorcana, like you said, yeah, why not just pick a character and do a mock, like a fake card, like one that you would do. I don't see any problem in that.
Yeah. I think I don't know, it sounds like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're being told that you're you're very close to reaching the bar for Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that. But then would do you I think the question is it worth it for them to then push forwards to try and reach that bar, or go for clients with a sort of
A
easier,
simpler style.
yeah, simpler style, instead of
Mm,
aiming for something that they can't quite reach yet. But if they're already
okay.
close,
Yeah. My thing is, it only like your strategy will depend on what are your current needs. For example, you desperately need to find a job right now. So yeah, you can aim for styles that are maybe easier for you to get into, so you can get the ball rolling and you get start like working on stuff, and you work in parallel to develop more of your skills. But like in ideal world, you can skip looking for work that you don't quite want and focus on getting better
mm,
to like do the work that you really want to do. Like you can do both ways.
yeah,
For example, in my case, my career was kind of a like random thing. It just happened because I was just saying yes to everything that,
yeah,
like, not everything of course, but like most things that I thought I could do, or I think it was challenging, or maybe sometimes I just needed money. I was picking stuff to do. And what this does to you is that sometimes you don't have that, because you're already working with random stuff. You you stop going towards your goal.
mm,
You're doing detours and like moving back and forth between stuff. So for example, I did comics, I did a little bit of animation, I did graphic design, I did like a lot of different styles for painting, which for me is good. But if for example my goal was to go for card games and Hearthstone or Magic or whatever since the beginning, this was not a good move on my side, because I just like it took me over 10 years to get
mm.
to the point where I am today. So if you have a specific goal, you can try to aim for it a little bit better than I did.
Yeah, I
I
think,
don't know if I answered, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you need any follow-up questions, feel free to put them in the chat. But yeah, I think as well, if you're already getting told that you're really close to hitting that goal, then you know, if you have the time to spend on it, then I think I say push for it. But as Leonie said, it's very dependent on your situation.
Yeah. Also, it depends on like how do you work best. For example, I think I work best in a little bit of pressure. So probably if I did not take all the jobs I took to get here, I
Mhm.
would not be in the point where I am today, because I think I tend to be lazy and not push myself too much. Like I was not the type of person to like put goals and really go for something and like really study something till I got good at doing that. Like most knowledge that I gathered was from like actually doing stuff for
Mhm.
jobs, you know. So yeah, like I learned digital painting by having to do it on a job. Uh, Probably I would not pursue uh, that if it was not for one client. I would probably, I don't know, go towards animation or comics or something else that I was more into before, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends on what are your goals, what things motivate you, you know. I would
Mhm.
say that there's no specific right or wrong way to do stuff, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, like we cannot predict what the future holds. We can only try to be prepared to whatever is going to happen. So
Mm.
yeah,
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you as well to Floya for redeeming a hydrate during that lovely uh, answer. I will
thank you.
take a drink. I have been drinking as we've been talking. Um, so Sinistral says, even though it wasn't their question, they said thanks a lot for your advice. It helps a lot here too. Kathy says thanks. That was super helpful as well. But FFS Angel, who originally asked the question, said, "Yeah, I attended some courses with Magic: The Gathering art directors, and
Okay.
they've said I'm on the right road, close to getting there. Maybe not very very close, but close." Uh, then I thought about these other TCGs as a manner of getting some jobs and experiences with bigger companies.
Yeah, it's good. If you
Yeah,
can get to it, it's good.
yeah.
But you mentioned Lorcana, for example. Most Lorcana artists that I know are big names, because I don't know if it was a strategy by Disney or Lorcana producers to get like experienced artists that can maybe carry some weight to the art produced in the game. I don't know.
Well, you say that,
I don't
but
know how. Yeah, I don't know how people got
yeah.
contacted or if they send portfolio to get that job. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's there's also a lot of artists that do Lorcana stuff that aren't super well known. Like we have a few people in our community who do Lorcana cards. I won't say who
Oh yeah.
because I you know I don't think
Okay.
I don't know
Nice.
if they'd
Nice.
want to I don't know if they'd want me to say, but yeah, and they're not massive names, so it's definitely something you can shoot for
Yes,
sure.
it's just a name with 4 or 5 letters, not massive names.
Yeah, yeah. Spill the tea. I'm not spilling the tea. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's Kuya because it's only 4 letters,
Oh
not a
yeah,
massive
maybe.
name.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's Floya. Floya's not got many letters.
What?
Come on, Floya.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, hopefully
uh,
that
I,
helped.
I always say something like, "Oh, I wish I was doing some Lorcana cards," and you can ask me, "But did you try to reach for it?" No, I did absolutely nothing.
So, man, I wish I was doing this. Well, have you tried? Well, no.
No.
I don't want to try. I just want to do it.
No, maybe I just doesn't even want to do it. I just want to get the invite so
Yeah.
I can say, you know what? I'm not feeling feel like it. You know.
Yeah. It's like getting upset
Act,
you weren't invited to a friend's birthday party even though you weren't going to go anyway. It's like,
yeah. So just for people that want to work with Wizards of the Coast to be mad at me, I was in their list to do stuff, but I just forgot to um, um, answer an email about what kind of project I want to do. So yeah, there's that. Because I did Fortnite cards when they did collaboration
Yeah.
between Epic Games and Magic the Gathering. And then because I was already in the list for artists, they invited me to another project that
Mm.
got delayed or canceled, I don't know. So yeah, and then they messaged the artist saying, "Hey, what kind of IPs would you want to work with and stuff?" Because I think they did Street Fighter, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken,
okay.
another Walking Dead, I think, like
Yeah, they've done a lot
weird,
of.
yeah, like Magic the Gathering
Mm.
uh, cards mixing with other stuff.
Mm.
And I just had to answer that. So, what IPs would I want to do? And I said, okay, I will answer this later. And like 6 months later, I did not answer. Okay.
Man, it's always the way. The amount of emails I've got, and I've just like forgot to reply to them and missed out on some good stuff is upsetting. Um, uh, there was something else. Oh yeah, Izzy Glim, nice to see you. They said looking good. I never really do line arts. It really bores me a lot. Do you have any advice on making it fun?
Draw a character that you like, maybe,
Hmm.
like I'm doing here. I'm also not. I don't think I'm good with lines. I struggle a lot with lines,
Yeah.
but I'm actually enjoying this because uh, um, I'm having fun because I'm not stressing too much about it.
Hmm.
Because I think if I was designing something and doing a very complicated illustration at the same time I'm trying to do good line,
Hmm.
I would be so stressed, because it's too much for my head to handle.
Yeah.
But because, like, okay, I can draw Urbosa in a cool pose. I already like the character, and I could just paint like normal if I want to. So yeah, I think I kind of removed most of the pressure
Yeah.
on doing that. That's my advice for studying in general is like, okay, you're struggling with something that you don't enjoy doing as much. Try to make it enjoyable somehow by, I don't know, uh, using as reference something that you really like to lessen the burden of having to do it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's always easier when you do stuff that you're actually interested in or enjoy doing.
yeah,
But
I don't know about you guys, but I have a big problem that if I am not feeling like doing something, I get very, very sleepy. I
hmm.
cannot do it. I just want to shut my eyes and sleep.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Yeah. Also, if you're finding something boring, whack on like a YouTube video or uh, a movie or a podcast or whatever. Those always help.
Yeah.
There
I think
was.
it depends on the type of concentration that you have
Oh
to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you're doing something that you really need to concentrate,
Mm.
so you don't like just waste your time, because if you're just doing stuff mindlessly,
Yeah, of
without
course.
paying attention, uh, sometimes you're not actually improving or studying.
Yeah, of course.
It
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah,
But
it's.
trying to make it fun for yourself, it's always good. For example, I like to draw stupid looking faces. So like draw a stupid face like this, and train your lines on this,
Yeah.
because okay, it's just stupid so I can train my lines in this,
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't need to be
Super
pretty.
serious.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. I love lines. The part I hate is actually designing and rendering. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there are some people that are really good at with doing lines. Sometimes they do, for example, their sketches are already perfect
Yeah.
as they are. They don't need to ink the lines,
Yeah. Do you make art critique or feedback sessions on the stream? Sorry, Leonie, I'll just do this and then I'll let you carry on. But yeah, we do have art critique sessions on the stream sometimes. I try and fit them in sort of once or twice a month. But if you join our Discord, then you will be able to get notified when those start. Let me put a link in the chat for you. What I'll do is a few days before the live stream for art critiques starts, then I will put a notification in there and open up a channel for people to submit their art critiques. There's no guarantee that we will look at your work, but
yeah,
of
course.
you're in a pool that we will pick from, and hopefully we'll get around to you. But yeah, sorry, Leonie, you were in the middle of a thought, I
Yeah,
think.
I just lost it. I don't know what I was talking about. What about art critiques and stuff? We have portfolio reviews through Lunar Academy. If you
We do.
want like a professional critique of your work, something more specific, thinking about how to break in the industry or something,
Yeah.
you can book portfolio reviews with some amazing artists and me if you want.
Yeah, you can. You can have a portfolio review with Emra, our founder and creative director, the lovely Leoni here, our associate art director Rin, or another one of our art directors, Arthur, who is they're all
it's like
very
art
nice.
directors and owners of the studio and me
and Leoni. Just because you're so knowledgeable.
Okay. No, it's just probably because I say yes to everything.
FFS Angel also says, "Do you guys have any challenges coming out?" We are working on it in the background. We are working on our next competition.
Falange.
So keep your eyes peeled and your ears to the ground. But we've had a very busy start. For the first 6 months of 2024 has been super busy for us here. So
true, yeah.
We are working on it, but it might just take us a little bit longer than expected. But there is one in the works. Melissa says, "I'm currently listening to Did the US Sabotage Their Own Rifles and learning unnecessary facts about weapons because I'm looking at the same artwork for 3 weeks." That's fair, honestly. I really struggle to listen to podcasts. I really can't. I just can't get invested in them because they don't have any like visual stimulus to go with them. So I really struggle.
Yeah, for like drawing for long hours, something like a podcast is good. Especially because there's no visual stimulus to annoy you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person that is really easily distracted by visuals. So sometimes I'm in a place that there's a TV on playing some whatever thing, and I'll watch. I may hate it, but I cannot keep my eyes off the screen.
Yeah.
So when I'm in a place where there's a TV on, I have to not face it. I have to have
Mm.
against my back, so I don't watch it
Yeah, I think.
because I don't like TV in general.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. Honestly, me too. Uh, I I don't watch TV enough to the point where I don't even have the TV in my flat hooked up to an aerial or anything. I don't. I don't watch TV. So.
yeah, I just got a TV antenna for my uh, TV
Mm.
to watch games, to watch like football,
Football. Yeah.
because like for 2 days I was having trouble with the internet,
Mm.
and I said, "Oh no, I have no TV, I have nothing." So yeah, I just bought a $7 antenna or something,
Yeah, yeah, they're pretty cheap.
and
Uh,
it works.
yeah. Let's see. Sinistral says, what are they saying? Let me read. I also have a small question. I don't really know what strategy to adopt to enter the industry as a freelancer, like Moon Colony or other illustration studios. Is it better to prospect by harassing mailboxes monthly, or to post as much as possible on the networks and have a chance of being spotted? Thanks a lot.
Okay, I can say what worked for me in my
Mm,
experience, but it's not an ideal uh, advice in a way,
yeah.
because I was the type of person that just focused on doing stuff and wait to be found, and things worked out, but it took a long time. And as I said, I did whatever jobs people were offering me, so I did like a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
If you have a specific goal, I I think you can totally reach out to studios and stuff.
Mm,
But first of all, the most important part is the quality of your work. And so if your work is really, really good, people will send it to other people. They will say, "Hey, look at this guy. Maybe we
mm,
don't have a spot for this person right now, but we'll keep an eye on this person because he's really good or whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, the like we have a bunch of variables for you to get hired, and the only variable that you control is the quality of your work. The
Mm,
other variables, they can vary, of course. So it's like maybe you're a perfect fit for a specific studio or project, but you're just not in the right time,
mm,
because maybe they already have someone, or you're like 6 months early of they receiving a project that you would be perfect fit. So yeah, it's like you have the stars have to align for you to find the perfect thing for you. And it's not easy. So yeah, keep updating your portfolio, making it better. Like it's never perfect, right? You can always improve. So
yeah.
keep working on your art as best
Mm,
as you can. And if you have a specific studio in mind, try to keep in touch. For example, if you like Moon Colony and the work we do,
mm,
you can participate in our competitions and stuff.
yeah.
Uh, be active on Discord, because like I may not be someone that is a recruiter, but if I see work from someone that is really, really good, I can talk to recruiter and say, hey, keep a look, keep an eye on this person, because I
Yeah.
think this is a nice artist.
Yeah. And
So
I
it's
think,
like a combination of multiple things you can do,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think kind of following on from what you were saying as well about the Discord is that our talent, our talent acquisition team do check the Discord every so often. So,
Yeah.
if you're posting things in the finished work channel or whatever, you know, there's a chance that they'll see that and they might go, "Oh, yeah, this person's style is perfect for our project that we need." So will reach out, which is another reason why it's really important for you to share your portfolio or contact details or stuff on your profiles so that they can
Yeah.
easily
Hmm.
reach out to you. Another thing
Yeah.
is I can only really speak for Moon Colony, but
Hmm.
uh, we have we have a speculative application on our website. So if you go to mooncolony.co, uh, in our jobs section, there's a speculative application, and you can apply in there, and we'll keep your application on record, so that if we're looking for somebody for a specific project, then that's one of the first places we'll look is through that list of people. So
Yeah.
um, even if you don't
Yeah.
get reached
So
out to right
sometimes,
away, it,
yeah. Sometimes you just have to be patient
yeah,
because you may be the perfect fit for something, but not right away,
yeah,
because it will depend always on which projects a studio is working on. Like in the case of Moon Colony,
mm,
like, do we have something that you would be perfect for?
yeah,
Maybe not right now, but in 6 months we may have.
mm, yeah.
I know
it's
that
tough.
can be like stressful,
Yeah,
especially like it's hard to keep your anxiety levels low, because
mm,
uh, I know like how much we as artists dream about this.
mm,
Uh, we want to work with the stuff that we love, but yeah, the only thing we can do is to be patient and focus on our craft. And
yeah,
also, one thing that, at least for me, counts a lot. If you have some extra spice or something in your portfolio, don't just follow all trends with no uh, personality. Try to have something of you in your portfolio, something that uh, takes you away from the mass of artists,
mm,
like, because you have so many people that are really good technically, but I don't know, if you have cool ideas for designs or like different approaches for
yeah,
things that are established, maybe this is like your differential or something that will make your portfolio stand out.
mm, yeah. Your USP.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said, so I'll try to pray to the stars too. Thank you a lot. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, no problem. It's a tough world out there, but you got it. You got it.
Yeah, and also I don't think we people should shy away of doing small projects,
Mm,
working on indie studios, like small stuff. At least for me, like for the longest time, I did very small things. I was not working in big clients, but I was happy. It's like I was receiving enough money to pay my bills, and I was working with illustration. Like, this is my goal. It's not
yeah.
working with Disney or Blizzard or whatever. It was like, okay, I'm doing, for example, I was art directing indie game, a local indie game for a while. Like, I worked on a company with other two or three guys for a
Mm,
couple of years, and it was fun.
yeah.
Like, the amount of money was enough for me to pay my bills, and I had a lot of creative freedom because I was kind of the art director. I was like the only 2D artist, so I was art directing the project, and it was very interesting experience for me.
Yeah.
And I was feeling as happy and fulfilled in the career as I am today.
Mm,
Of course, like, working in Moon Colony is very, very good for me because I can work in the IPs that I like. I like Blizzard stuff for a long time. Uh, and like, there's other stuff related to the work. Uh, like these streamings, for example. I love doing these streamings.
Mm.
So yeah, I would not change this to what I had before, but uh, I had to uh, go through that to get here, you know.
Yeah.
And I think like having to work with a lot of different stuff, like I know how to do animation, vector, video editing, a bunch of different stuff. This helped me a lot, I think, to develop skills to eventually become like art director or something.
Mm.
Because like I already art directed projects, small projects, so it's like, yeah, maybe I would have fun doing that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Everyone goes their own way. It's kind of funny to see the paths we follow to get here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's
there's
something
no
really.
one specific way of doing stuff.
Yeah, I think that's something really interesting about doing these live streams with all the different artists at Moon Colony is finding out how each of you took a route into the industry and the path that you led to get here, like the path you walked to get here. It's really
Yeah,
interesting.
and uh, another thing is that uh, you cannot try to follow exactly the steps of another person
Yeah.
because the situation is completely different.
Hmm.
So when I started doing this, like move into digital art, it was like 2010, 11. The situation was very, very different. The things that I did would probably not work today. Like
Mm.
today, you have to do different stuff. So yeah, just keep working on your art and try to be visible, right?
Yeah.
Do what you can to make people notice you
Yeah.
without being like a jerk, you know, because
Yeah.
this is a very small industry. If you mess up and you like fight the wrong battles, maybe people will blacklist you.
Yeah.
So yeah, try to be nice.
I feel like that's a good general rule for life. Try to be nice, please.
Yeah, I would say that uh, it's it's better for you to be a nice person to work with than to
Mm.
be super talented and to be
Mm.
a jerk, you know.
Yeah.
Because I would not hire a very talented artist that doesn't uh, respect deadlines, for example.
Mm.
If I, for example, I see an artist that his work is very, very good, but then we agree on a project or something, and when the deadline arrives, the person just disappears for 2 weeks, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter how talented this person is because he's not committed to work, you know.
Yeah. It's not professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I always try to do in my life was, okay, I will try to be nice. I'll try to deliver the work with the best quality I can and maybe offer help in other ways.
Hmm.
This is what I do even today. So here in Mon Colony, I could just be the guy that say, okay, I do Hearthstone cards and that's it. And don't mess with me, don't talk to me. Talk to me only the necessary, you know.
Yeah.
Because like you can do that if you're very, very good. Yeah, people will still hire you. You'll have a job because you're really good.
Mm.
But uh, for me, my strategy was always to try to be as nice and helpful I can.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's harder to kick me out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't find any excuses.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we don't have this client anymore, so we'll have to ditch this person. But thinking about it, he helps in other stuff, so yeah, maybe we can just shift this person to other project, you know,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, FFS Angels says it's nice to hear that. In the course I attended, they told me that I'm very easy to work with and that I accept feedback very professionally. They said the
This
same as
is
Leone about being
excellent.
nice to work with. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, if if you're really
The
standoffish
thing
and not
is,
nice to work with, then what's even
yeah,
the point? Especially in that, like,
this,
especially in like an art studio, because a lot of the work you're
yeah, yeah.
doing is so collaborative anyway, and if you can't take that feedback on, then why? Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you here?
Yeah, the thing is, people have memory, and the memory people have is very selective. I
Mm,
think people will select things that are uh, stand out from you. For example,
mm,
sometimes your work is okay, but what will stand out to them is that you were just not so professional. It was not a nice person to work with.
mm,
So yeah, maybe this will be the thing that they will remember about you, and you don't want that, right? You want to people remember, think of you, and think, oh, this person is really hardworking. This person is committed. Is a nice person to work with. Uh, Respected all the deadlines, and actually uh, uh, surprised us a little bit with the quality.
yeah,
So yeah, it's always good to try to impress the your recruiter or whatever,
mm,
or art director, with doing a little bit more than what they were expecting.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I mean, it's like with these streams, for example, you don't have to do them. It's not
Yeah,
in your contract to come in and do these, but it's it's something nice, and it makes me
yeah,
happy.
it's something that
So
I enjoy doing. you know so
yeah.
it's like every once in a while Jaden asks me, hey, do you're down to do a stream like next week? I say, yeah, I can do streams all day. I don't care, it's nice, but you just have to talk to producers to see if I can do it or not.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, exactly.
because
Um,
if it's up to me, I can do this all day.
Sinistrel says your streams have helped me a lot to de-stress about these companies and brilliant people. We're all humans trying to make art after all.
Yeah,
People are just nice. Yeah, hopefully that's the thing. I mean, as well, it's a cultural fit too. I think everyone everyone here at Moon Colony gets on really well and kind of helps each other out when we can. But if someone else came in and was the total opposite of that, it's like, well, okay, something here isn't quite working.
yeah, but I think at the same time we have the type of artist here
Hmm.
that doesn't talk too much,
Oh yeah, for
doesn't
sure.
want to
Yeah,
appear on like meetings and group gatherings and stuff.
yeah,
And
of
this
course.
is totally fine. If
Yeah,
this is your style of
yeah,
working, it's fine. Just
mm,
you have to be professional, like we said, and deliver the work that
yeah,
is expected of you, and try to be a nice person in general. It's like you don't need to be super
super. Yeah,
communicative and
exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's about being friendly and professional, not necessarily going out of your way to be like best friends with everybody.
Yeah, because also you can start to become annoying after a certain point,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. It would be a bit strange. Yeah. I did see a message from Melissa earlier that I will read out. They said it can also happen that you just start the job that you've always wanted, and then you and then when you get started, another studio asks you for work for other great projects, but now you can't because you don't have time for a second job. You're happy about it, but you're sad that you can't do both.
Yeah, this is a nice problem to have, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
when people, like several people, want you to
Mm.
do stuff, but you cannot take everything.
Yeah.
Actually, it kind of happened to me because my first freelance for Moon Colony happened in the same month my first freelance for Wizards of the Coast happened.
Oh wow.
And it was like, okay, I cannot say no to any of this.
Yeah.
So I just said to my wife, okay, this next 2 months I'll be in my office all day. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a recluse for 2 months.
Yeah, and okay, it was totally worth it because I got hired by Moon Colony a couple months later.
Mm.
Uh, and I could be doing more stuff for Wizards, but I thought about, because especially after I started working full time here,
Yeah.
I made a decision in my life not to work on weekends and nights again, like I did before.
Yeah.
So I just stopped doing that, which was very, very good for me, I would say.
Yeah. I I remember. Well, I've always told myself that I'm not working on weekends if I can avoid it. If um, obviously it's different if, for example, we go to an event as Moon Colony or whatever, and I'm needed to work on a weekend. That's different. But my every day to day, I'm like, yeah, having that healthy work life balance it means a lot to me. So
Yeah, I'm still struggling with the healthy part, but yeah, I don't work in the on weekends anymore, which is very good.
yeah, yeah. Some people, it depends as well. Like if you really enjoy it and you know you don't get burnt out from it, then incredible. Go ahead, have fun.
Yeah, we all need to go through this stage for a
Mm,
while. Artists in general, we have to do the grind. We have
yeah.
to really put the hours into it and like live and breathe art, and
Mm,
like this is our whole personality and things like that. But yeah, this cannot last forever, I think. It's not
yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
It's good for you to go out, touch grass, see people, live life,
Mm,
because yeah, if you are just stuck inside your home all day just drawing, uh like your ideas about design and drawing itself can be very, I don't know, self-referential, or let you just know the internet and like
mm,
work from other artists. I think you need to live life to,
yeah.
I don't know, have your own visions of on stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I have to find. Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Creepy. Where's the dark? Okay, here's the shadow area. Okay, so I'll just gonna do this first.
Cool.
Try to find these shadow shapes. Yeah, one thing that I always tell people is try to separate your decision making. So, uh, especially if you're struggling with your process, like don't try to do everything at once. So what I'm doing here, I'm just selecting the shadow shapes. So my goal is to have something that is readable even without the lines. So I can kind of feel where the form is going. And of course, I'll do this based on how they do in Hades. So yeah, probably in the second game they don't have as much like really really dark shadows
Yeah.
as I'm seeing here, but they still have a little. For example, this arm is totally in shadow, like this neck. So yeah, I will have some areas in total shadow still. Okay.
Touch people and see grass.
Yes.
Yes.
Touch other humans. Sometimes it's good, you know.
Yeah. Go and give your friends a hug, and go and look at some grass together or something.
Yeah. Actually, like about this human interaction thing, it's
Mm,
like uh I think there's a big debate about that nowadays, with the like where art is going for, and like the media and movies and games and
mm,
all of that because of technology. It's like, okay, uh a computer can create something that is good looking or something, but it doesn't have the human touch. It doesn't have the like the human elements. It's lifeless, you know. So I think we have to start thinking about how we can make art that is for actual humans to experience, you know, like
mm.
not soulless things that are just rip off of whatever is trending, you know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking about that, about my own work recently. Like, what can I do to make this something that people can connect somehow, you know?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like just another human will understand what I'm doing, you know,
Hmm.
in a way.
Yeah. Uh, having those human elements that people can kind of anchor onto.
Yeah, and I think in general, this is kind of a problem that we are seeing
Mm,
recently about movies, games, and media in general. It's like maybe it's too formulaic. It's
mm.
just repeating things that already worked out financially in the past, you know.
Yeah.
I think we need a little bit more of this human touch, you know. It's
Yeah.
not just decisions made by corporate people that are just thinking about making more money, you know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We are in a, a pivot point, I think, you know, like
Yeah. For
for
sure.
art right now. Like, where is this going?
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people feel a similar way. Um, but I just don't think it's like the mainstream. Like the everyday average everyday person on the street isn't isn't thinking it, but creatives are. Like, I think
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
the everyday
creatives.
person may not uh rationalize, think about it, but they
Mm,
feel it, you know.
yeah. Yeah.
They feel that the movies are not relatable as they were before, or games
Yeah.
and stuff. Even music, this is happening with
Mm,
music, like the how people react and how they live music is very different nowadays
mm,
than before. I think, for example, before people would have albums and stuff that they would just play and listen to it.
yeah.
And now I think most people just use music as like background music for doing other stuff, you know, in a way.
Yeah. That's the
So
thing.
yeah, things are changing, you know.
Yeah. I know, like, I, for example, am always listening to music pretty much constantly. Um, and yeah, a lot of that is background noise to me. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I'll also I'll do the same thing with video games, for example, where I really want to listen to music, but I struggle to sit and just listen. So what I'll do is I'll put on a video
Yeah.
game as, like, I don't know, as a background stimulus. So I'll be listening to the music and focusing on the music, but I'll be playing a game as the background element.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's really
Yeah,
it's really interesting. Like each bit of media can kind of be used in a bit of a brain off, kind of situation.
yeah. Actually, I think this is the point where we are today. I don't know if you do
Mm.
that or not, but every time I go to lunch, for example, I have to put some video to watch
Yeah,
on YouTube or something. Like
yeah,
most people do that nowadays, I think. But
yeah.
it's like we nowadays don't let our brains rest like a single second. We need to be stimulated all the time.
Mm.
Uh, it's like I'm not saying that to say that, oh, these young people are doing that. It's like it's not. I'm trying to defend the old generations or whatever, because I also do that,
Yeah.
and even old people are doing that nowadays, right?
Mm, mm.
Just continuous stimulus, like have to be watching something all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is messing up our brains pretty
Mm,
bad.
mm. Yeah, I agree with you a lot, and that's why, when it comes to my lunch times and stuff like that, I always like to try and take a walk and just go out, and I'll still listen to music, but I think just the lack of, like, I don't know, the lack of, like,
Yeah,
digital
screen, for
stimulation and
example. Yeah,
screens, yeah, I think
yeah,
that really helps me a lot. Um,
yeah, yeah, for
just
sure.
going out and letting your brain kind of clear a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Totally. Yeah, walking, I think, is something that we should do more, like people in general.
Mm,
I think I need to I need to walk more.
yeah.
Actually, was something that I did a lot when I was a teenager. Just remembering that
Mm,
every time I had something in my mind that I could not like organize and figure out, I would just take a walk and think about it while I was walking.
yeah. Yeah.
So like, in a quiet place or something, it helps you to organize your thoughts.
Mm, yeah.
At least for me, it helps a lot.
Yeah. It helps me a lot too. I think the the thing I think is that in, like, the way that we live our lives today, it leaves so little time for stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like everything feels like you're always needing to do something, so it's really hard for you to just switch your
yeah,
brain off and just think for a while and go for a walk. It's hard to find time for that. But if you can fit it in somewhere, man, it's it's really nice.
yeah, yeah.
It's what a lot of people go to the gym for as well, isn't it? A lot of people go to the gym and they use that as thinking time. I just wish I could afford a membership to a gym or something. That would be nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, having
Do you
those
have?
calm moments would be cool.
Yeah, I think I need to work a little bit on that.
Mm,
I'm kind of struggling at the moment. Like, if I think most people feel like, oh, I want to do so many things, but I don't have the energy to do it, or like
mm,
feel like stressed and demotivated to do stuff. I don't
yeah,
know. At
yeah,
least I feel like that most of the time. So it's like,
yeah, for sure.
okay, what can I do to fight this feeling and just
Hmm.
start doing stuff? Because when I actually start doing stuff, for example, I need to do repairs in my home
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Okay, I don't want to do it, but when I start doing it, I kind of enjoy doing it. It's
mm,
like when you finish it to say, okay, yeah, this is way more fulfilling than just staring at the screen for 4 hours,
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
row.
Yeah.
So yeah, I keep wondering, like, how can we just do stuff, and not waste our times looking at social media and crap
Mm.
that doesn't like give us nothing in return,
Yeah.
like at least for me, every time I just uh have like 1 hour looking at uh, some social media stuff, like at the end I don't even know what I watched. Like if you ask me, okay, name 5 things you watched, I say, "Look, I don't know." I don't remember.
Yeah.
Just shutting off your brain
Yeah.
and wasting your time.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I think it's easy to think of that as relaxing when it's not really. It's like it almost feels like avoidance. It's like, well, it might feel like you're relaxing, but really you're just turning your brain off and not doing anything. Like it's a bit different. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel relaxed. That's the thing. I think
yeah,
most
yeah,
people also don't feel like, oh, I really feel energized to do stuff right now. Like you kind of feel bad, and you feel
yeah,
like your body is like deteriorating.
yeah.
you know
You look down at your hands and the skin's falling off.
What the hell, man?
um, uh, Floyer says, "Why do I always read Leoni's hat as Borsch?" It's not Borsch, it's Versch.
Duh.
Duh, come on.
Don't you know German?
Yeah,
Me neither.
yeah. I thought you said you liked climbing. Just start climbing houses and trees, Jaden. Don't let them stop you. To be fair, I love climbing trees. I love it. It's something that I didn't get to climb enough trees as a child, so I think as an adult now, I see a tree and I'm like, I want to climb that so bad. And
Oh,
then,
I was always climbing trees when I was a kid.
yeah, see, I never got a chance to. There is a great tree in my primary school. There's a brilliant tree, and every time I looked at it and I was like, I need to climb this. And then whenever I would try, the teacher would come on, like would see me and shout at me and tell me to get off the tree. Like, but it's right there. How can I not climb it when it's right there? It's begging to be climbed.
Okay. Back in the day, especially like before my time, when like my parents' time,
Hmm.
child mortality was pretty high because kids were just,
Climbing trees.
okay, I want to climb this tree, and like in the middle of nowhere with no adults looking at us. So it's like, okay, the kid just died and no one saw it. Uh, and like okay, when I was a kid, me and my brothers were just going into random places and climbing trees or entering abandoned construction sites and
Yeah.
playing in that. So, for example, oh, they were building a two floors home,
Mm.
and they did not finish the second floor, but they leave a pile of sand or rubbish or
Yeah.
something, and we were just going to the second floor and jumping to the pile of sand. It's like, okay, yeah, it could, maybe they have like some sharp metal or something
You
inside
just don't
that
care though. It's like,
pile of thing. We could just die.
yeah.
And like when I think back about stuff that we did, I said, okay, yeah, we could have died several times.
Mm.
Uh, for example, one thing that we did when we were kids, we put our little brother into a like a kid's bicycle or something, and going down a ramp
Yeah.
in the front of our house, and like he goes down this ramp and goes to the street, just doing that. Well, and one time he did that, like he go down this ramp, and like 2 seconds later goes a car passes on the street, and we're like, Oh my god. If we did that like 2 seconds early, we just had killed our younger brother, you know? It's like, okay, in that moment you realize, okay, this is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But we are all alive. No one
Yeah,
broke anything. We're good. So
that's the important bit. You're allowed to do stupid stuff as long as you don't die. That's the rules.
yes.
Yeah. Um, FFS Angel says I go to the gym to rest my brain. I'm an overthinker, and actually being in the middle of the road career and struggling to find jobs doesn't make it easier. So the gym is kind of a
Yeah.
mental haven. Sometimes I go twice a day. Wow.
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 Yeah, I have to do something with my life in that sense. Like I try to do exercise and stuff, but
Mm.
I don't have the uh discipline, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I have to do something about it.
yeah. That's the thing. I keep telling myself that I'm going to sign up to my local climbing gym again and go to that, but again, it's lack of discipline and also uh yeah, money, finances. Gyms are expensive. Gyms are so expensive. For what?
Yeah.
Half the stuff is already there. What are you doing? What are you charging me for? Um, monkey bars were heaven. I used to play until my hands blistered. Wow. I was always terrible at monkey bars. I was so bad at them. I did not have the grip strength when I was a child to do those very well. Uh, Melissa says my little neighbor got run over with a car doing something similar while on a like sledding or on a snowboard, uh, going off the street. Oh my god! Did
Nice.
they die though, or did they live?
Yeah, if it's Militsa's story,
They
it's a
probably
death
died.
story.
Yeah, they totally died. Either that or Melissa rescued them and kept them as a pet or something.
As a bird.
Yeah.
Raised him as a bird
He lived, but was broken as a little
in a
kid.
cage.
Yeah, he lived, but I made him into a bird and kept him in a cage.
No,
That's,
but Militsa doesn't have birds in cages.
no, that's
That's
true.
not fair, Jaden. Why did you say that?
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, guys. She's not very happy. She's not very happy with us. Uh, what a reputation. Yeah. Red Art says yes. Try to do something easy like running 30 seconds and walking 30 seconds. No, I hate running. I hate it. I hate running. I'll cycle, but I won't run.
But if you see Militsa running after you with a knife,
Mm,
would you run?
yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
So yeah, okay. We have a new personal trainer for you.
Calisthenics for the win. Yeah, calisthenics is nice. You don't need any gym equipment.
Yeah, maybe I need to get into this.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of, right? Calisthenics is the one where you just use your body weight.
Yeah, well, I have a friend, like he used to play guitar in my band, and he's like pretty huge dude that do exercise and stuff.
Mm.
And like all my and he's actually studying to become a personal trainer, and like all my friends are asking him already for advice. Hey, do a training for me or whatever.
Yeah,
I think I'll do the same. Like, teach me.
yeah. I have a
I
friend
want to
who
be active.
yeah, I have a friend who's a personal trainer, and I did that same thing. I was like, oh, this would be great. And then after like 3 weeks of sessions, I went, this is awful, and I hate it. I'm not doing this. I was like, this is just terrible. I mean,
Come on, Jaden.
big respect to those of you who enjoy working out. Man, it's so miserable. I need like a sport. That's the thing. That's why I think I like
Yeah, yeah,
climbing, because it's, you know, climbing keeps you fit, but also doesn't make you want to die at the end of your session. So it's nice.
yeah. I think for me, I always felt like that also.
Hmm.
I did like martial arts for a while.
Yeah.
I trained boxing and kung fu for a long time.
Yeah.
Uh, but like I'm not so excited to jump back to it because I will have to like redo everything already did, you know.
Hmm.
So like I am more inclined to do something new, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I need to do cardio for my sports projects. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, yeah, a lot of people really love doing cardio. Like I know some people that that's their favorite. That's their favorite part of working out is doing the cardio stuff. But I mean, I also have asthma, so that does not work well for me. But the only kind of cardio I do, I think it counts as cardio, is cycling. I used to really love doing cycling. Uh, who needs gym equipment when trees and monkey bars are free? Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have a very fat cat. I just raise him like up and
Yeah.
down 3 times per day.
Yeah, that's a good
This is
idea.
my gym equipment.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. What about swimming? Swimming's pretty relaxing and good to think as well. Yeah, I tend to go swimming, uh, well, roughly once a week. But
Nice.
um, here in Brazil, people now. Ow! I just bit my own tongue. That's the second time I've done that today. Ow. Um, here in Brazil, people now say, I work out to look good naked." Well, hey, if you want a reason, that's a good reason.
Mm, I see.
Floya wants to see your kung fu.
Yeah, I can show you.
Good.
But I probably like if I do a flip or something, I will like fall down in the floor in pain, you know. Because actually, um, what is motivating me to get back to doing something is that
Mm,
uh, like a couple of years back already, I heard my mom screaming because the dogs were fighting. She was trying to separate the
yeah.
dogs that are fighting. So I just ran out and I jumped over the fence that separates our
Hmm.
houses. It's like 1 meter uh, and 1.8 meters or
Okay.
something.
Cool. Yeah.
And I could do this no problem when I was younger. I was just okay, put my hands on top with a single movement. I jumped to the
Yeah.
other side. Okay, yeah, yeah, and then I got there, helped, and then my back started hurting, and like I said, oh my god, what is happening? I cannot move, and like I got 2 days in the bed because I could not move my back. And actually, this was a long time before it healed completely
Hmm.
because every time I was trying to lift some weight, I was kind of
Yeah.
worried that would come back. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, Also, I hurt my ankle when I was at uh, I was in the UK, right?
Mm.
Uh, Last year.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, I'm just deteriorating. You know, like my body is falling apart. So I have to do something about it
Yeah.
because like your mind remembers how to do stuff, but your body said, "Hey, my dude, you did not move for 10 years and you want to do it right
You
now."
want to do it now? Yeah. it's all well and good until the adrenaline wears off, and then you're like, ow.
Wow, I'm dying.
Yeah. When I went, I remember last year, I uh, I like twisted my ankle, or I like really badly hurt my ankle, and I uh, and it took nearly a whole year for it to be like for it to fix itself. And even right now, it's not perfect. Like it's still a bit dodgy. So yeah, I have a similar
Yeah.
thing where I'm like worried that if I put too much strain on it, it's just gonna make it worse. And I'm not
Yeah,
even.
yeah, that's the thing. And my problem is that okay, I got hurt many times in the past, but
Mm,
when you were young, like a couple of days, you're
yeah.
back on business, you're feeling good. But like after 30 years like of age, like I think every time I have to heal, it takes a long time.
Hmm.
So yeah, I have to be careful
Yeah.
not to get hurt.
Yeah. Man, I'm not even in my 30s yet, and I'm already feeling it. This is not a good sign.
Yeah, yeah, that's my problem
Mm,
because I was like, uh, come on, I'm like 30. It's fine. It's not
yeah.
old. Like you can be 60 and still feel good if
Yeah.
you exercise. You know, like if you
Yeah.
have
You
a
can be
healthy
60 and
life.
like run marathons and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. It's not like, oh, you're old because you're 30. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just okay. I'm just so lazy and not working out that
Yeah.
like my body is not ready to like
Yeah.
run. If I need to run right now, I can do it for 2 minutes and then I'm gonna fall on the floor. Okay, I cannot do this anymore. And the thing is, it's not about weight thing also because there's also the stigma that, oh, if you have a lot of weight, if you're fat or something,
Mm.
you cannot run. But I am very skinny and I cannot run.
You need to be worried when you can't jump. That's that's
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
I I have a friend who is like he's got so much muscle that he struggles to jump. It's like nuts. He can only jump like a little bit off of the floor. And well, I can't even imagine that. I cannot imagine having that much weight.
Yeah, or like if you have like a very big arm, you cannot do this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
your
exactly.
bicep is so big
Yeah,
that you cannot touch your own
yeah,
uh, uh, shoulder or something.
yeah. Oh man, it's just crazy. That's the thing. I don't think I would want to. I'm quite happy with. Uh, I'm quite happy with the way my body is. It's just more like fitness. It's just the general fitness that's
Yeah, same
important.
thing for me. Like I don't want to be different from what I
Mm.
am. I just
I'd have to buy all new clothes. Imagine how expensive that is.
yeah, I just don't want to uh, be in pain every time I have to
Move.
move. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. That's my only goal. So if I go to a gym, that's what gonna say to the personal trainer. Look,
Yeah.
dude, I don't want to change my body or anything. I just want to move and not be in pain. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. So if I need for some emergency to run for 10 minutes, I want to do that. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Lisa says if I'm attacked right now, I'll just die is one of my biggest motivations to move more.
Yeah, it's like, okay, in my mind, I know how to defend myself. I know kung fu moves and stuff, but my body doesn't know how to move it anymore.
Yeah.
I can kick your head if I want, but it will be just one time because I will stretch my leg and it
Yeah.
will not go in place anymore. You know?
Yeah. Welcome everybody to Jaden and Leonie's aging podcast, where we all talk about how how much we hate aging.
No, and it's like No, it's not about aging. It's about being sedentary, like we say here.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
not active. Yeah. uh,
Jaden show
I
kung
will.
fu me instead of Leoni. He's too precious. I don't know kung fu. I've never done martial arts in my life. Uh, Sinistrale says, at a stage, you just have to be happy to be alive, not fit. Struggle to move, but alive.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever reach a point where I'll be happy with that. uh,
Happy to be alive, right?
yeah. Yeah, I'm never going to be happy with that one. Just try. I'm not going to. Why don't you show us Kung Fu, Floyer? Huh? There's no way. There's no way. You're gonna have to pay me a lot more if you want me to make a fool of myself by doing that.
Okay, I'm thinking about where to place the general lighting shadow. Okay, because if I do like this,
Perfect.
currently it's like okay, I'm just hitting the light. The main light is just hitting the top of the head, a little bit of the torso and the hand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is like 35% opacity. So I'm currently thinking about if I can make the like this the belly in light family or just in shadow family or some other place. For example, if I want, I don't know, more of this to be in light.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking about that, like thinking about where's the light and shadow shapes placed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but to account for the light fall off, I think something like this kind of makes sense and guides the viewer to the focal point, which is here, like on
Yeah.
the top, right?
Mhm.
So I can keep the rest kinda in shadow. So yeah, I'm currently thinking about what to do here. Okay, so one thing that I will do in this part that is the metal layer, I will do this variation because I think the metal is the only material that I treated in the layer itself. The others are just flats in the layers. For example, the hair is just a flat,
Mhm.
and like the the rest is just okay. It's light and shadow on top with the multiply layer, and this is just a normal layer, full black. And then afterwards, I will create a normal layer on top and just uh, do the details, you know. So yeah, let me just uh, fix this metal part. Okay,
All right.
noise.
Amazing work, by the
So
way. Yeah.
thank you. So Faya sent me a new reference.
Floyer did.
Aphrodite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from Hades too. Which is good to see the difference, right? Because
Mm.
it's the same character from the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see how the style changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just do this, and we can kind of compare.
Yeah. Let me hide my camera. There we go.
Okay, yeah, the style is quite different actually.
Yeah.
The lines are way thinner,
The shadows
less
are less
dark
harsh.
shapes. Yeah, way less dark shapes. So basically, I think my it's more like Hades 1 than Hades 2,
Mm.
but it's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, I like the way the hair is done here better than this. This is a little bit more complicated,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the simplification in this.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the change in skin tone as well. The Hades 2 one has got a lot more pink.
Yeah. This one, one thing that I got from some of these, uh, I don't know if this is from Hades 1 or 2, probably is Hades 1.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
like
one.
this random
Yeah.
lines of different colors, and I
Mm.
kind of am doing that here. For example, okay, this purple is more about the VFX itself, but like a little bit here, it's like try to add a little something else of random colors,
Mm.
in some places. I think this one also has that, like,
Yeah.
small purple dots and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
really nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Floyd said sorry for the bad resolution.
Don't worry.
Floya will show Kung Fu next time she's invited to the stream. Okay.
Nice.
Floya,
I want to see that.
do you wanna join the stream next week?
I want to see Flya show us the drunk kung fu.
Drug Kung Fu.
Yeah, I'm sure she is good at doing that.
FFS Angel said, do you guys know any processes or tips to render very realistic characters like every single Asian artist can? It's so beautiful.
No, have
Yeah,
no clue.
it's impossible.
I don't know how it's done, to be fair.
Magic, witchcraft.
Okay, let me just do this.
Sinistral says, I don't know if someone asked this before, but will there be another challenge in the next month? Maybe not the next month, but as I said earlier, we are working on a new competition coming up. But yeah, we've had a very busy few months at Moon Colony with the Lunar Academy launch and a lot of other projects behind the scenes. So we are working on one. It probably won't be within the next month, but we will. We're working on it behind the scenes. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears to the ground.
Your ears to the ground is a funny
Yeah.
expression.
Yeah. I don't really know what the origin of that is. I guess it's meant to be so you can hear
The
people
armies are coming.
walking. Yeah.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference, actually.
Oh yeah. Amazing. I
It
didn't
is not?
realize that Tolkien was so influential on the English language.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
He's English, is he not?
Yeah.
He is English, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so
Tolkien was actually an English professor.
yeah.
So he taught English at universities or something, I think.
Okay.
Did you see the work of Wallop? If you seek for this, he does some YouTube videos. Wallop. What a name. Let me see. Oh,
What a
wow.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah, their work is really nice. Oh, yeah, I have seen this. I have seen their stuff before. It's insane.
This is
This
insane.
is insane. I think aren't they quite young as well, from what I remember? Unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
I don't know. I just know that I I I don't follow too many of these artists. It's
Mm,
like I focus on my stuff. I don't
yeah.
want I will not try to copy this because it's too much for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can barely do the simple
Yeah.
rendering. Imagine doing like complex things.
Yeah.
But I admire people that
Mm.
can do it and like doing it, but
Hmm.
it's not for me.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Bro really said Volop. I didn't. I said Wallop. But how are you supposed to pronounce it? That's the problem with names. You just never. You can never pronounce it right. Waloop.
Especially if you're English,
Yeah, especially if I'm English, which I am.
right?
Waloop. What? How? How are you supposed to know to pronounce that Waloop when it's spelt Wallop? uh, Tulia Brito paints characters just the way I want to. They look amazing, and I have no clue on how to achieve that. Oh yeah, we love Tulia. Tulia is amazing.
Yeah, you can just ask him.
Yeah, honestly, super nice guy. Probably wouldn't mind.
True. Yeah, he's actually posting some studies recently on Instagram doing like
Yeah,
drawings from life, like animal animals on like very cool light situations.
yeah,
So take
yeah.
a look
I feel
at
like
his stuff.
yeah, I feel like he's improved so much as well in like the last few months. It's really nice. Um, the main
One
problem.
thing that is nice about what I'm doing is like
Mm,
that is a little different from what I usually do is that this uh, rendering it's uh, has has no opacity,
mhm.
like low opacity. Is everything is full opacity.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's nice if you're struggling with digital painting in general. I think uh, trying to do stuff like this is nice.
yeah.
So just get a simple brush with no opacity and try to make good uh, shapes with that.
I love the I love like the extra ring of color that you put around the shadows or like around the light areas to blend them in. Those look really. Those
Yeah,
are always really nice.
yeah. For example, to render these muscles, I'll probably add this like
Hmm.
more saturated color here. I
Yeah,
think this will look nice at the end
yeah.
with a little bit of uh, extra element here.
Hmm.
And the thing is, it's all about having nice shapes in
Yep.
this. Thinking about the form, how the form is turning away from light.
Hmm.
Yeah, something like this, for example. Ooh.
The main problem with Waloop, Waloop, Wallop, whatever their name is that they are not even professional. They're a hobbyist painter working as an IT engineer or something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. But they probably spend a
Okay.
long time on each of their posts, like on each of their works, right? Like there's no way that they're just going home uh and pure grinding. Or if they are,
Yeah,
that's dedication.
yeah. The thing about art in general is like it's hard to understand how other people do stuff. At least for me, it's like how can someone develop such a style or something? Because probably the way the person does it is completely different than what I do.
Yeah.
Like even the mindset is totally different. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to imitate.
Yeah. Oh, have a good lunch,
Mm.
Red Art. Thanks for coming along, hanging out.
Thinking about the shadow shapes, I think if I have that much shadow in the arm, I have to have more shadow down here somewhere,
Yeah.
to feel like to make this feel balanced. Here. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to do this in like 1 hour, but I always forget how long I take to do lines.
It's all right.
Yeah, but I think this is the last stream of this because
Mm,
like if I finish this after the stream, it will not be interesting enough to watch. It's like very
yeah.
little things I think to be done, so I can
Yeah.
call this one done.
Yeah. We're coming up to time. We're
Yeah.
coming up to time anyway. Uh, but Floya said Gen Z's art style is not simple at all. She's so great. Uh, oh, the Hades art director is called Gen Z. That's cool. I thought you were doing a pun. I thought you were doing a pun to start with. I didn't actually know that. I was like, are you tricking me here?
Gen Z.
Yeah.
You never know when Flya say stuff if
Yeah,
she's trying to
exactly.
be make fun of you.
Yeah. I had to double check it before I could trust that it was an actual person.
But he is he Gen Z though?
uh,
That's the question.
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
probably not.
maybe she is. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I just checked out their Instagram and it's really nice. They have some really cool stuff on there. It's
Cool.
nice to see that they also do a lot of stuff in their free time still as well, even though they're an art director, they're still putting out some cool drawings and paintings.
So our goal will be when we post this to get this person's attention then. Say,
Yeah,
hey, look at this. Look how nice this is.
yeah. Send
Give
it
us
to
a
Gen
retweet.
Z. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Why would I lie? I don't know. To make me look foolish for believing you. I don't know. Why does
Uh,
anybody lie, Floya? Why does anybody lie?
okay. Yeah, increased a little bit of
Hmm.
the shadows
Yeah, I
here.
think that helps.
Yeah, I just have to see how much more I have to do it. Maybe a little bit more here. Put
Hmm.
more this part in shadow. My idea is making this side feel balanced somehow.
Hmm.
And like I said before, if I just remove everything like this. Okay, where is it? Okay, like this.
Hmm.
if this like show what the form is, even with no local colors or lines or anything,
Yeah.
if I can make this readable and interesting, I'm in the right track. Okay. Yeah, but that's the time we have for today. Let me just
Yeah.
put back our little
A little background.
template. Yeah, background template or whatever. Just to see how it looks.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's convincing enough for me. Maybe I'll add the backlight and stuff. My idea always is to see this against like the background with other artwork from the game
Mm.
and feel like this could fit inside this,
Yeah.
So yeah, if for Hades 3 we are hired to do this, I
You
want
can
to
you can
be able
take all the
to
credit.
respect the style,
Yeah.
you know.
Uh, Sinistral and Floya are both saying just a little rim light, just some rim light.
Yeah, I need a little bit of rim light probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as you say, I think that's all the time that we have for today. So
True.
you'll
Yeah,
have to
but
see what the rim light looks like uh,
yeah,
when we
after we
post it.
post this.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was the end of last stream, and this is the end of this stream. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Noise.
Thank you so much, Leonie, for coming along and doing that for us. Really appreciate it. Um,
Thank you. It was fun.
yeah. So next week, let me look at the calendar. Next Wednesday, we had to reschedule Alex Alexandrov's stream from yesterday. So next week he's doing some. No, no, that's a lie. I'm sorry.
He's
Next
doing
week we're doing Alex Alexandrov's stream, who's doing some monster concept arts for us. I had to reschedule Alex Pachenko's from earlier this week. But yeah, come along, see Alex A, do some monster concepts. That'll be cool. If you're struggling with some monster designs, then I'm sure Alex will have some fun words for you. It's always a pleasure. We've also got Melissa and Mattia next week as well. So you've got 3 streams next week. So come along to those. But thank you so much, guys, for chatting with us today. It's great as always. Lovely to see some new names. Thank you to everybody who followed and subscribed to us today as well. But until then, have a lovely rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. And we'll speak to you later. So goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.